We're live. Okay, so this is session 4 of Dark Heresy. Does it just go live now, did it? Okay. Session 4 of Dark Heresy. I'm going to have to flip the camera off for just a second. Okay.
A thrilling start to this week's session.
Thrilling start, yes. Last week, anyway, you tracked down the shipment to the void port, and you come up with a cunning plan to be on the pad as the shuttle landed. Thank you. You tried to talk the crew into leaving their cargo on the ship, while Becky ducked out to man one of the defense cannons. She ended up blowing the shuttle up and injuring one of you, and releasing or cracking the containment field on the demon host that got out and attacked Gaius. So we're in a position where 2 of you are now wounded. The demon host has escaped into the tunnels beneath the void port.
Okay.
So,
what do we have? We currently have our disguises, presumably our Inquisition badge.
Yeah, a seal, like that big eye with the skull on it.
Our first priority, I
get a lockdown on the port.
Quarantine this planet, and then get a message out to the Imperium.
So you're going to let it be known you're actually here now, or are you actually going to inform everybody?
Oh, yeah.
I think
We're taking command of the planet now.
You're muted, Georgia.
Yeah, beg your pardon. I said the cat is out of the bag now, so we might just as well announce ourselves and quarantine at least the spaceport.
Actually, it's the demon out of the chest.
We've got to quarantine the
Yes.
planet. Nothing should leave, and we need to call in a cruiser to destroy purge the planet.
Well, if you remember, you called the Inquisition last week, and they did dispatch a cruiser, so one is on its way.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't remember if we covered that at the end of the session, or if that was just.
You did cover that. Yes, there is a cruiser
currently
on its way.
That's a bit more helpful.
Do we know how long it will be? Like, how long did it take us? Kind of thing?
They didn't say at the time, no, but you can contact them again to find that out.
Yes.
But what we need to do
know how long we've got to save the planet, you see.
Yeah, you need to get the other 2 sort of healed up. Because I believe you're quite low on HP now, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I was very badly wounded by that.
Yeah, same. I am.
It's definitely quarantine before those 2.
Yeah, I am
Yeah.
about at 3 out of 12. So yeah, I'm badly wounded.
Yes. Okay. So on the way down, then back to the pad to tend to you 2, Becky gets on the communicator and orders this lockdown, and then rushes over to where you lot are, so to help you out. You're going to call in some medical help. Medical help will all be on its way.
I can do some. I'm not a terrible medic myself. I'm not brilliant, actually.
Well, you can give it a roll.
Are there any... I don't know how actions work for things other than shooting in terms of adding to the roll. Because it's a known skill, and my skill is 37. If I'm spending the entire action, do I still get, what is it, plus 10 or something?
Let's see.
Or is it more a case of you adjudicate a bonus to the attempt?
Okay,
I thought it was more that, but feel free to correct me if I'm wrong.
Because if we are just relying on our stats all the time, and then you have to bear in mind things that we succeed at have about a 1 in 5 chance of working without bonuses.
No, I mean you've got you've got time. I mean none of them are actually dying at the moment. So you can have, you can probably have a test difficulties. Make it a plus 20 because it's routine work now.
So it's a fail.
Getting shafted by a
And
demon
it's-
is routine.
No, medical stuff is routine. Not being attacked wasn't routine.
Uh-huh.
A fail and a success with an extra 2 things of success.
Okay. So who are you healing?
Who did I do first? Odds it was Gaius. It was Gaius.
It was Gaius. Okay, so Gaius, you're back to 3/4 hit points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I need to have you ranked up. The medical team arrives and stretchers Lothos away. He was a bit more injured, I believe, actually, because he caught the full force of the cannon blast into the back of the ship. They take you off to hospital. They give you some very good drugs.
We need
Did
firepower.
we say where you were hit, actually, Giorgio? Did we actually do that?
No, we did not. I just wrote down the total amount, the current amount of wounds that I
Okay.
have. But I don't think we ever rolled for where I was hit. We can roll it now if you wish.
If you would, very roll me a D100.
Yeah. That's, I beg your pardon. That's 84. So it's right leg. Sorry.
Right leg. Okay.
Yeah.
They have to amputate your right leg,
Yeah.
but they give you a prosthetic.
Which is always cool.
Always cool. So your movement speed is now increased. What is your current movement speed?
I'm just trying to find. Oh, I did not write that down.
I didn't
Okay.
either.
There's a place
Okay,
to
that's
write
all
that.
right.
Yeah, beneath your
under
armor and
the-
defense.
Exactly.
Sorry, beneath you what? Sorry.
Armor and defense. Second page.
Oh, yeah. There's a space for that.
Yeah.
There always
I'm
is
so
in
used to
a
Call of
role-playing
Cthulhu where
game.
it just fills it for you.
How's that calculated then?
I'm just going to look that up, actually.
Your agility or
Where's my list of
combination of something.
Here we are, page 28. So, movement speed. So there'll be sort of, where would the movement speed be? So the thing is, you're all human, so what if it's all the same for all of you? Unless it's from your homeworld, maybe. Characteristic. I can't actually find that at the moment. Let me do a search.
Find it later.
We'll move on.
It's not an issue. I'm super fast. I'm
Yes.
fast as fuck, boy.
But faster. Not super fast, but you're not Flash or anything. But
I can go longer distances.
But if he streaks in the park, he'll be hard to catch. That technically means, whilst he isn't the Flash, he could be a Flash.
Oh, I see.
it could be a Flash. Damn, I can't find that name.
Yeah, man,
I'll
that's not
find
a
that.
problem.
No, okay, you have got speed now. So, and they pump you, both of you, full of drugs to
What
keep you
speed?
alert. Because obviously, they check you over as well while they're at the landing pad, guys.
Mhm.
Becky contacts. Are you contacting the Inquisitors, or are you contacting the cruiser?
Yeah, I want an ETA from the cruiser.
Okay, so you contact.
That's
the
how
cruiser.
long we've got to save the planet, right? We need to know.
Yes. So you contact the cruiser, and you get a call from the cruiser's called Tears of Redemption, and you talk directly to the sister Repentia, which is the. So you've by knowing you're talking to not Sister Repentia, what's it called? Damn, I can't think what it's called now. The head sister, anyway. But you found out that the ship is crewed by Sisters Repentia. So the Adepta Sororitas Repentia are a order of battle sisters that have in some way failed in their oaths to the Emperor and moved on and joined the Repentia sisters. So they're actually very combat orientated, this group. They've sent this ship out, and it's going to be there in 2 days. They've actually, when you tell them what's happened, they'll go full speed towards Basileum, and they'll be there in 2 days.
Right. So these like Space Marine sisters type things, or
no, the battle sisters would be, of which there are different orders, but the Sisters Repentia have actually had been stripped from the battle sisters' orders. They had all their armor stripped away. All they wear is basic robes, and they carry these big two-handed chainswords called eviscerators.
Oh, lovely.
And their modus operandi would be to exterminate the planet, or would they be coming down to deal with the thing?
They could do either, but if they fight in person, absolute fucking maniacs.
Okay.
They find redemption. They consider their only redemption to be in death.
Right.
Quite right too.
Battle Repentias are the one that don't talk, right?
No, they do talk.
They do talk, okay. Because I did recall there was an order of battle women warriors that weren't allowed to talk. But I don't know if that's them or not. But
I think that's just wishful thinking by a 40k writer.
Yeah, sorry. It's a Repentia superior you're talking to.
Okay. Right.
And she assures you, Inquisitor, that we'll be there as soon as possible.
Hang on, I need to correct her because I cannot take that rank. I am
An acolyte.
Acolyte, yes.
Acolytes. She apologises and says,
I apologise for my failing in not being an Inquisitor.
we will contact you as soon as we reach orbit to know if we're using the drop cylinders or get a situation report.
We'll do our utmost to contain the spread, even though we are mere acolytes.
Are you telling her what it is, what the problem is?
Yeah, absolutely. She needs to have all the information. If we get killed because she decides to bombard the planet, then that's our failing. So our mission now is to try and save the planet within the next 2 days. And I suggest the best way to do that is to get those with artillery on our side by telling them that their planet's at stake and using our imperial credentials to do so, because we need artillery and we need to get down to... This thing jumped into the lower city, didn't it?
He's in the tunnels beneath the spaceport.
Right. So those tunnels are an on-foot thing.
The tunnels are yes. The tunnels are...
Right.
The deep tunnels, sometimes known as the underport, consist of vast warrens of interconnecting passages, chambers, lifts, and storage depots. While they're once filled with fulfilled functions similar to the loading tunnels directly beneath the spaceport, the deep tunnels are long since abandoned and fallen into disrepair.
Okay.
Okay.
So the next thing we need then is, there's sanctuaries that we are on standby.
Yes.
We need to get them into the tunnels and to radio all sightings to search for it, and we need to go down there ourselves and be part of that.
Okay.
Jason, you were about to say something.
Sorry, carry on, Jason.
No. I was just kind of thinking it through. I mean, my main my main thing as a player is like, do we know how to damage this demon? But if it's just simply artillery, then okay.
Well, you won't be able to use artillery in the tunnels.
Well, exactly. If they're really quite confined spaces as opposed to big sprawling.
You have a
Passively.
psyche with you, so Georgia could possibly distract it while the other two hit it.
Yes, this does feel like it's time to open up this toolkit and remove from it the huge shaft pattern anti-heretic sword, and of course my Iron Will Repeater 3rd edition. At which point I hope to dear God I'm wearing a cloak, because I now need to jump down and follow it down.
Lol.
And that will look a lot cooler with a cloak.
Okay, so
Well,
sorry.
I do have a chainsword, but I'm far more reliable still with a las pistol. So I'm not going to use a chainsword unless I really have to.
What you are aware of, obviously some time has passed since Giorgio had emergency surgery, but so obviously that would have taken some time.
Yeah, just let me know when I'll be back in the midst
Yeah,
of
you can be ready to go down with them, and you can be back to 3/4 HP as well.
three quarters. Okay, so that
Yeah.
makes okay, perfect. And
So-
no, I mean, if for narration speaking, a related thing, you want them to go now, and me getting to them in some time, since they.
That's entirely up to you how you want to play it. That's entirely up to you. What I will say is you are aware from your first encounter that it was being suppressed by the 4 psychers that were on the ship. It has now newly emerged, so it is in a
Having a
weakened state.
psyker to hide
it is-
is definitely going to need to. We'll definitely need a psyker to defeat it. However, we can use our supply of janissaries as a means to pursue to like, if by acting quickly, i.e. before Giorgio is ready, we should be able to use our supply of janissaries like almost like a ammunition for tracking it. We'll expend janissaries to pursue this thing, to follow its movements, if you see what I mean, by acting quickly.
Yeah, because it's in a weakened state. The longer you leave it, the stronger it's going to get.
Yeah, and we I know we need psychers, but also, oh no, they wouldn't have any psychers on the planet, would they?
Well, that was what I was about to ask. If we can get more.
Well, I mean, possibly not in the time you've got. What you will know is this, as part of your Inquisition training, you'll know that demon hosts pose a moral threat dire enough to damn countless citizens of High Desaline for mere exposure to such an entity.
Yeah, I felt it.
Any exposure to something like that is enough to mark the average citizen for certain death, rather than risk corruption. Mere knowledge of such a creature, regardless of any degree of understanding, is impermissible outside the highest echelons of the imperial power or acolytes and inquisitors.
Quick question, seeing as you were dealing with healing up wounds and stuff. I got that injury in the warehouse raid.
Okay, yeah, you can be back to full strength.
Full health from that, okay. Yeah, I mean, so I think even whilst we're dealing with the medical stuff, I think it is important that we try to, if we can't contain it, to at least pursue it through these tunnels to know where it's going, or at least the area it's in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is there a way they can communicate the general position to me so that I can?
Certainly, you can do it over your personal communicators. That's not a problem.
Okay, so if you want to go now, I have a way to find you later.
Okay.
So, I mean, do you want to wait till Giorgio's ready and we'll go in together, or?
It's what I'm basically saying is we can use the janissaries. Janissaries, was that their name? Sanctuaries.
Sanctuaries.
to basically as expendable trackers.
Okay,
Follow
I'll
the
just send them in.
Right. I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying now. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I mean.
Okay.
They're kind of
So
ammunition for a tracker.
Hmm. Hmm.
okay, so you send the sanctuaries in. Are you waiting outside while they go in, or are you?
Yeah, their mission is to die, but for us
Yeah.
to know their positions when they die, and then
So
we
you
can
don't want to
direct the
follow at a
rest.
safe distance?
And then we can direct the rest to follow. So it's basically keeping an eye on it whilst we wait for our Psyker to come back. Because there's no hope of defeating it without Psyker.
No. Okay, so you send. What mission briefing are you going to give these sanctuaries?
So there's a criminal moving through the tunnels. Oh no, I'll say a Xenos. No, because what did did the warp demon look human?
It's bound to a human body, yes, but it is. But
Deformed?
it's no growth. Yeah, deformed. It's got longer arms, claws.
Right, so I'll describe it as a Xenos. Well, that in itself is a heresy. So, a Xenos is in the tunnels, and they're to hunt the Xenos. They must communicate the position at all times. You know, ideally, if we got some kind of tracker, it would be perfect. And I'll direct them in. So every time one of them dies to it, I'll just direct the next lot in and keep them moving in order to, like I said, ammunition for a tracker.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, so you send them off, and they go off in different groups into different tunnels because there's multiple tunnels around the exterior. So they enter from all different sort of angles, and they start going down. You don't hear anything from them for quite a while. They don't, nothing important. Then some people, then they start describing they found situations where hoarfrost is on the side of the tunnel.
Frost.
Yes, like a hoarfrost. That where it all bunches up, and the frost is quite deep and hard.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
On the inside of the tunnel, and it's getting some patches are feel really really cold. Next to this one group is walking through.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear anything from them for a few minutes. Then all of a sudden you get a transmission from them, and it's someone screaming down the communicator at you. It's here. We're in tunnel 84, subsection 3.
Excellent.
And you hear a gunfire and someone shouting, "It's not a Xenos."
Yes, it is. Don't question the Inquisition.
And you hear other chatter from other groups, and they're quite scared. The other sanctuaries you sent in.
Ignoring their fear, maneuver them, give them to the general proximity, and then after 5 minutes, we'll send another group to just. I don't want you to engage. I want you to just recce the site of the previous engagement, just see if the men are wounded, and so basically giving it 5 minutes because just buying time basically. Like I said, ammunition until.
So you want to cordon off a circle around the general area, and then send the group in a bit later. Okay.
Yeah.
Before you give the orders for that group to go in, Lothos turns up.
Ah, perfect. So we've just got them. We've got a circle around it at the moment, basically.
You've got a circle around it, and you can now order your second team to go in.
No need, I think. They could just hold the perimeter.
Stop it from getting back out.
Right, that's their job, to contain it, and we need to go in.
And you're going to enter the tunnels?
Yes, and I shall remind these sanctuaries that I'm never going to ask them to do something I'm not willing to do myself. Or we're not willing to do ourselves, and we'll go in. If we fail, the fate of your planet relies on you killing this beast.
Okay. So, you enter the tunnels and you walk for a good way. Say the tunnels where you enter there's power and there's lights. But as you go further in, certain sections the power has failed and there's only flickering glow globes. You walk past chambers with empty crates and forgotten equipment. You even walk by a shantytown of void crewmen that have been stranded on Desalim and had nowhere else to go. They set this little shantytown down in the tunnels. They watch you from behind curtains and their shelters as you pass. Can you roll me a? Is it not search? Is it what's it called? I think it was called the
like survival
Scrutiny?
or scrutiny.
Scrutiny. That's the one. Scrutiny.
I still don't know that skill, so is there any
No,
bonus
I
to
don't
it,
either.
or is it a straight roll?
Everybody can do it.
I'm rolling the base of it.
Yeah.
And yo, that's a 13 out of 38. So it should have a
Excellent.
success.
I rolled 12 and failed.
How much
I rolled
success
terrible.
have you got?
It's your show.
Well, there's no bonus to it. Like I said, if there's no bonus to the roll, the chance of success for most things is around 1 in 5. In this case, it's less than 1 in 10.
As you're walking down the tunnel, in the flickering light, Lothos, you see some crates, and they bear the Imperial symbol on them, and you notice them as armament crates.
I mean, the Imperium's badge is always good news, so I go over to the crates and see what's inside.
Okay, so most of the crates are empty, but you find 3 that are still sealed.
Oh, that's convenient. There's 3 of us.
Well, welcome to my YouTube channel. Now it's time for an unboxing. We got
crowbars.
Yes, get your crowbars because we got some vintage Imperium shit to unbox with you live. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Are you opening it up?
Yeah,
Of
sure.
course.
Yeah.
Only to be confronted by Mark 6 power armor that we have to condemn as a heresy. Because your models must be purchased again.
Amongst the empty crates, you do find these 3 crates that are still sealed and long forgotten. They've been down here for quite a while. As you open it up, you'll see one crate has what are they called? There's a hot shot las gun in it, which is a hot shot las gun.
Oh, that's the last one. Okay.
Which is like a rifle, but it's quite powerful. That one. You see, the other one carries. The second one carries grenades, and the third one has it's a crate of combat shotguns.
Sounds very cool.
Now, grenades in this setting, if I understand correctly, are basically a disc the size of a thumbnail with a button on.
It could be. I'm not sure about that. But
if it was a Rogue Trader book, which is the only 40k material I've ever read, so
right, I've not played. So
or
you have
original. Okay.
you have a crate of 50 frag grenades. Okay. If you take any of those, they are 2d10 damage.
Frag
might as
grenades
well.
to say. Okay. If you got the core rulebook open, it's page 158 of the PDF.
Okay, I think what we do with that is we take the crate.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure which kind of rifles are we talking, because the hot shot
Okay, you've
laser
got a
gun, okay, it's fine.
combat shotgun, okay, which is 1d10 plus 4.
Combat shotgun, I can't seem... Oh, okay, fine, found it. By page 154, which is a basic, so I should be able to use it.
Yeah, there's probably about 5 of those in that crate. And there's a crate of what do I say? Hot las guns. So there's 3 hot las guns.
What's their damage?
They also do 1d10 plus 4, but
That's
different
same
type of
as mine.
damage.
Yeah,
I
it's the
got a
same as my last pistol, so I don't. I'm just going to use that because I can use that with my sword.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a question, Phil.
Yes.
As it comes for class beside these weapons that you told us, I can see basic in most
Yes.
of them. What does that mean? Because I got weapon training in LAS and low tech. Does that mean I cannot use them?
Yeah, you can operate that.
Okay, so I can use shit.
You've got low tech, so you can operate a basic.
Yeah, so it's all for you guys.
Well, I only have training in chain and las.
The guns,
So-
the guns
Yeah,
don't interest me per se, but these grenades I think would be very useful. I think we should basically Lothos. I don't know how you feel about this, but if you are essential to keep this thing distracted with your mind. If Gaius and I go down, we'll be the ones up front fighting it. Then it's going to come for you, which means we've lost. I would suggest that we fill your pockets up with grenades, and if we go down,
Yeah, I'm
just plug
taking
it
the
to death.
motherfucker with him. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And no problem, no harm in Gaius and myself having a couple of grenades each, but I think we basically fill your pockets up.
No. If it gets past you, I'm jumping into this motherfucking mouth and blow myself up.
Yeah.
Thing is, Phil, mechanically speaking, I don't know what the fuck am I supposed to do. I assume Lothos does.
Yes, yeah. So you really need to engage it mentally in some way to distract it. It's going to see you as a psycho as being its biggest problem initially.
Okay.
So Becky's idea that it has to go through them to get to you is probably a good idea.
Okay, perfect.
If you can distract it long enough, because I don't know what sort of you went the telekinetic route, didn't you?
I was all on telekinetic stuff.
So if you can try to sort of maybe lift it or move it in some way, or have something, throw something out of your mind, or telepathically engage it to suppress it.
Yeah, I can throw shit at him. No, literally, I got the assail trait that allows me to throw objects at him. So I can actually throw grenades at him with my mind.
Yeah, perfect.
That's going to be good.
Yeah.
And what you can
Gaius
do
and I will
is
take a couple of grenades, and Lothos takes the rest of the crate.
the rest of the crate. That's going to be quite heavy. But what you can do is being a psycho and feeling this warp thing, he can actually track almost by feeling which way the warp is strongest.
I didn't get the last part, I'm sorry.
You can almost track this thing by feeling the warp.
Oh, okay.
The warp field this thing's giving off.
Yeah, it's not really an issue now because we got the general coordinates. But in case he
You've
moves...
got a general area. Yeah, you've got a general area. Okay? So you've
It's
traveled...
like a seance.
I'd say I'm...
Sorry.
No, sorry, you go.
I was going to say, well, no, if you want to discuss more before you move on, do it now.
No, I just wanted to say that I'm going first until I feel its presence like around the corner or inside the room in front of us. Then I fall back, you go front, and then we engage. this
Sure.
motherfucker.
Okay. So, if you want to roll me a sign science, then Giorgio. So you move off in that formation down the tunnel, and after a while of sort of like finding the way through the tunnels to the cordon where your sanctuaries are, you see them standing in the tunnel quite nervously, fidgety. They have their like small blaster rifles or shotguns and torches, and they're quite jumpy when you walk behind them, and they turn with the guns leveled and then sort of relax when they see it's you. It's somewhere down there in the dark.
If we do not return, you are all that stands between this thing and your families.
Fuck that, says one of them.
Heretic.
Your
Okay,
fear has been noted.
Your cowardice. Group.
What was your roll?
I rolled a regular pass and I spent 1 fate point.
Okay, so you can feel that the warp is further ahead of you and slightly off to the right. So as you move down this large tunnel, you can see up ahead there's 2 openings fairly close together, within like 10 meters of each other in the right hand wall. Lying on the floor just outside of the first opening, you can see these dried husks that wear sanctuary uniforms.
Okay.
There's 3 of them just on almost like on top of each other, just by the wall of this side tunnel.
Okay, so I of course tell Gaius and Regia where I do feel the presence. So bottom corner, right corner of the room, and as soon as they go in, I push the crate with the grenades inside of the room with my foot, so that I can just.
Actually, I was going to ask if it's in a alcove on the right side of the room. We might be able to sneak right up to the alcove. Do you know how deep into the alcove it is?
Well, we don't know it's an alcove. We don't know it's a room yet. You're just in a tunnel with a side opening.
I
do we
assume
know
that
how
was a
far
room.
that side opening?
Yeah,
I
so you can
assume I
sneak
got
right
a
up to
general
it.
pass.
Yeah, you can sneak up to the edge if you want a bit and take a look down.
Yeah, thing is that I can feel it. I don't know if it can see us. So I assume that sneaking must be very good. I don't know which kind of senses does this thing have.
Indeed. Are you able to sense how far down this side tunnel it is?
You from your roll, Giorgio, not precisely, but you probably still think it's maybe 10 minutes away. Still
right.
quite a way away.
Not
No,
10
not
Not
meters.
imminent.
Right.
It's not imminent.
Okay.
Not imminent at all.
I will have a quick glance down and pull my head back.
Yeah, you can't see anything. It's just a dark tunnel at the moment. There's a flickering glow globe about halfway down, but it's not illuminating very much at all.
Okay, around the corner we go.
Okay. You walk down this tunnel as quietly as possible for about the next 6 or 7 minutes before you hear ahead of you a scream, a few more shots, and then another scream.
Okay. Based on where that's coming from, I order the perimeter to reposition.
Okay. So yeah, they'll yes, certainly, immediately. The screaming stops, and you walk down the corridor, and this room does indeed open up into a circular room. It's a bit dipped in the middle. There's a pillar-like machine in the middle that reaches to the ceiling. You can feel the cold coming out of this room. Georgia, can you roll me another science, please?
Another tennis science, yes.
Science.
That's one. No, number 30. Oh yeah, that's the one level of success.
One level success, right.
Yeah.
So you've come to this largest circular room. Who is in front at the moment? Is Georgia still in front?
No, the plan that I said before was that as soon as
You
I
took
feel
over,
the present
okay.
like moving, I fall back and I let them go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
Before, if it gets to
I'm
me
happy
first,
enough
you're
to lead.
screwed.
I'm the close combat person, so
if you look into this room, you see 3 other exit tunnels. With Giorgio's science sights, he can tell you that I can't forget what it's called.
left, right, or ahead.
Demon host is directly in front of you,
Oh, okay.
in the tunnel ahead of you.
Okay.
It's not moving.
Right. So we need to rapidly move either side of that tunnel entrance. And I'll take the case of grenades, because if I push it out into the tunnel, you can send it down.
I can ail small objects, not a whole
Small
crate.
Well, we're just about one at a time. I'll press the button, flick
No.
it up, and then you send it down. Or...
Well,
Okay, no, just let me read the description. The Seeker reaches out with his mind to pluck up whatever objects are available and hurl them at his target. If there's something suitable nearby, the Seeker can direct his mental energy directly at his foe, pounding him with bolts of invisible force.
That sounds like we could put handfuls into the air at a time.
I don't know with the dimension of the crate if Phil finds it.
it's basically just like a weapons crate. So it's maybe like 3 or 4 foot long and just over a foot wide. It's just got grenades in it lined up.
Yeah, I mean that works. If it works for you, I can try.
Just there.
I can attempt it.
So if we get either side of the entrance, I could prime one grenade, drop it back into the box, slide it into the entranceway, and then Giorgio just forces it down.
20 meters.
Mm-hmm. So who is going where? If you're in Gaius or either side of the opening, and where's yours?
Yeah, I'm keeping in cover.
I am like in the second line, I'd say.
So you're behind the pillar in the middle, in the machine in the middle of the room.
I mean, I read the description again of the psychic power. It's 20 meters of range. So if we do sense that this thing is inside of the tunnel, I just follow them and just peekaboo behind the pillar and hurl the crate down the shaft.
And you're just pushing the crate forward. You're not hurling the individual grenades.
I think there's a possibility that this thing could be out of your range, isn't there? We need to actually bring it into this room. So there's only one thing for it. I need to stand in the entranceway with the crate of grenades, holding the pin of one. Well, pull the pin out and holding the handle, and then as it comes for us, I've got to try and get out the way if I can. It's because we need to get it into Giorgio's range.
Yeah, I know we do. I know.
Yeah. So bearing in mind, if that's your new plan, where is Gaius?
It doesn't need to be
In the room.
wants to be in close combat, but you prefer close or distance, guys?
Oh, very much distance. Like my ballistic skill is far superior.
Then you could take some cover at the other end of the room if there is cover somewhere. Or
If we say the room is 10 meters across, the only cover in the room is this big pillory machine in the middle. There's 4 ways out of it. So you could stand in one of the 4 entrances, well, 3 entrances. You want to stand in the 4th
yeah,
one.
stand in the entranceway.
Box grenades on.
Yeah.
Could each be in entranceways, and I'll just slide the grenade box, or just walk. I've got to be holding a grenade. I can't move the crate and the grenade, so that might be when we need your telekinesis. So
You
I'm gonna have a
might-
grenade mode.
You might hold like 2 grenades by the rings with your fingers. As you give me the signal, I hurl the individual grenades out of your fingers so that you keep the rings and they fly for whatever seconds they have left before they go off.
What I was thinking is, if I'm holding the lever, if we're doing it as a traditional frag grenade, as we understand it, it's pull the pin and
Yeah,
you pull the
pin
lever.
and-
And that I could just be holding it above the box.
But that will give you a few seconds then to get it away.
Gives me the time of the fuse. literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just keep it with the rings on your fingers, you get slightly more time because I hurled them away and you got more
Yeah,
time
but
to
we
back
only
off.
get 2 grenade detonation. We don't get an entire.
You
box
get
of
10, to be honest.
Oh, 10.
Oh, 10.
Oh my god.
Potentially you get 10. I said 2 because
Ah.
maybe you wanted to keep your weapon in your other hand.
If
You
I go
might-
for rule of cool, I could get an 11th in my teeth, but in reality, my teeth would come out before a pin is pulled on a grenade. But
Yeah.
but rule of cool
Ah,
says
but-
I can have 11.
Well,
Yeah,
Phil.
right.
Yeah, it's up to you. What you want to do? You want to hold 10 like that?
I think
I see.
that's a cool psycho moment. I think I have to give that to Giorgio, don't
I thought
I?
I thought there was a bit of a bonus to be holding 2. So when the grenades left, you're just left with doing that.
Oh yes, yes. yes.
Okay,
like
4.
this.
How about that? We compromise with 4.
Yeah.
With the box at my feet.
No, I mean, how much are them? Just let me double check. Fuck all.
What damage wise?
Yes.
2d10.
2d10s.
2d10 and then
Plus 4.
type X.
Tell you what, we'll do 4, but I'll hold a grenade in this
What's
hand.
it?
So the moment he flings his 4 and the thing comes towards us, I can pull the pin on the other one and drop it into the box. How's that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Assuming it's coming after you, because if he stands
Yeah.
or backs off, we are fuck all with the grenades.
Mm,
Well,
yeah.
he's not going to run away.
He might.
But
It's not stupid. He might get away from the general explosion if he senses some bullshit is going on.
No, he's not stupid. That is entirely true.
he did run away previously, actually, so I retract my previous statement.
Well, he did run away previously, obviously because he is now newly formed and someone is shooting at it with a
Yeah.
It's
cannon.
more vulnerable, but it's not stupid. So if he senses like imminent danger, he might as well go the other way and avoid.
He's getting
it.
stronger all the time.
Okay, I'm going to stand there, 4 grenades, one in my hand, giving the double fingers, shout, "For
Okay.
the Emperor!"
Okay,
Well,
so you
For the Emperor will be the signal, so I do that. I stand out into the tunnel,
okay
and what do I see?
before you get to shout,
Oh
hear
dear.
you hear a sound coming from the left-hand tunnel. Sound of voices, human voices, and then there is a metal clank and scrape, and it's getting louder coming towards you.
Yeah, I'm pointing the gun down that corridor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
ignoring
I've drawn
that.
a
I'm just
shotgun.
Okay,
I'm going
then
to
you see
ignore it and follow the plan.
then you see light dancing on the walls. There's obviously someone approaching your position.
We'll kill them afterwards for exposure.
Are you going to carry on then? Or are you going to shout?
I am.
Okay.
I'm going to stand out in the crowd. I'm only going to. But shouting is the signal. So, yeah. I mean, we just have to deal with the humans afterwards. I'm assuming it's randoms or sanctuaries being repositioned in the most stupid way possible. So, which will be my fault. Yeah. What do I see?
Okay, you shout, and You see a darkness moving towards you up the tunnel very quickly and getting faster and faster.
Okay, when it's within 20 meters range from Giorgio, I shout for the Emperor.
Okay, I assumed your safe word was grapefruit or something like that. Okay,
There is no safe word.
Yeah.
basically,
The Slaneshi
it's,
approach to BDSM. There is no safe word.
So
it's
if Giorgio can do me his psychic roll, what he's doing.
yeah, it's a willpower test with a +10.
Just where it goes wrong, Becky.
So
You can spend a fate point.
I'm spending 1, so I get to 73. And
84.
okay, so no, it's 53.
Oh, okay.
So it's 2 levels of success. Is it 2? Yes.
Success +2, yeah.
Okay.
And
So
oh no, fuck me. Because if it was 3 degrees of success or higher, I would have also thrown the enemy like 1d5 meters away and knocked prone. But yeah.
You get some bonus from the explosions in a moment anyway. You never know what
Okay,
might happen.
so how much damage am I rolling? 4 d10s?
4D.
No, they're 2d10 each.
2d10 each. Yeah.
Oh,
so
sorry, 8 d10s.
Yeah.
So 8d10, yeah.
And these grenades streak
Okay.
away from you, then, Becky.
13. 23.
I take it you're then diving it away.
No, I then pull the pin on the other grenade that I'm holding because I'm standing above the box. And if it continues to move towards me, my statement of intent is drop the grenade and then go for cover.
You're going to get hit by some blast. That's what. Sorry, what was that?
Oh.
44.
44.
That's what the armor's for, though, isn't it?
44.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Oh, okay.
Like 8 d10s is a fuck all of a dice roll. It's bullshit.
Yes, the 4 grenades streak away from Regia down the tunnel into the darkness, and very shortly you hear the fourth thuds as the grenades go off, and you hear this scream from down the tunnel. As you stand there and you pull out your 5th grenade, standing over the box, like you said, from the left-hand tunnel, a party enters the chamber.
Just before you describe them, can I just point out I am wearing aforementioned cloaks, so the blowback from the grenade just looks cool.
Yes, the wind rushes out of the tunnel and blows Becky's cloak back, revealing the sword at your side.
Yeah, with the illumination on the other side, from Giorgio's perspective, I'm basically a silhouette with the billowing cloak.
I am like this.
Did anyone take a picture? Let me see. Yes, coming in from the other tunnel, a troop of humans emerge, led by a tech priest and 5 men. And the metal scraping comes from 3 combat servitors.
What the fuck are they doing here? They're looking for hold tech.
Let me see. Can you do me some sort of knowledge roll, general knowledge?
Underworld?
Underworld, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I got that to the Astra Telepathica Common Lore. That's all I have.
Yeah, I can just do me any sort of knowledge roll, or even if you wanted to, just some sort of like intelligence roll.
Yeah, it's just a base intelligence roll.
Okay.
I'm going to spend a fate point to try re-rolling.
No, I failed.
I
No.
very much failed.
No? Okay. This the tech priest comes to a halt in the entranceway and surveys the scene in front of him. He sees Becky outlined against this with her cloak billowing, and doesn't necessarily. We have a quick roll of that.
Oh, every blooming
Oh,
time.
you just heard the click as well.
Yeah.
Just a sec, cluck. Fuck me.
Did it again, didn't I?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
Click that window, sorry. Right, okay, so he's done that roll. Okay, so he doesn't notice Gaius and Lothos across the room. All you can see, his attention has been taken up by Becky's escapades with the grenade.
I was going to say I'm fairly out of sight anyway, so
Yeah,
if I heard people coming, I would definitely like press myself back and into the darkness.
He doesn't see you, no. So he doesn't see you two. He says, you must be the Inquisitor's acolytes.
And you are?
My name is, I'm sure you've heard of me, is Somnus Halbrade. He's the guy that's purchases the tech priest that's purchasing the demon host.
Yes, the big buyer.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Now, these servitors things, they're like monstrous combat machines, right?
Yeah.
Worse than the warp beast, if there's 3 of them, I'm thinking, for us.
3 of them. Let me just have a quick look. They're on page. Combat servitor. No, not that bad. Not as bad as the demon host, no.
Oh, okay. In that case, my statement of intent remains.
You're not going to deal with them at all.
I'm going to ignore them because they're not the biggest threat in the room.
Okay. So yes, the shadow keeps rushing towards you, and the tech
In
priest
which
says,
case, I drop the grenade and I run for the door opposite where the tech priest came in.
Okay, you do that. Is Giorgio mentally shifting the box or not?
I mean, if the grenade is falling directly into the box,
That's the plan, yeah.
that would be like, bye-bye. Yeah, I can do
Or
that.
you're just going to let it go off where it is? That's one question. Are you sending it down the tunnel?
Oh, I'm hoping that. Look, I can assess the speed of the thing coming towards me.
Mhm.
It only matters if it's going to be late, really. I mean, I'm not going to drop it early.
No, fair enough. Yeah. So you drop the grenade and you rush away. I just want to know if the box was staying put or is it going down the tunnel?
Yeah, it's staying put. Yeah.
It's staying put. Okay.
And the idea is it
Okay.
should coincide with the arrival of the beast.
Yeah. So someone needs to roll me some sort of damage for the 46 grenades that's about to go off.
Yeah, to back the honors, but you need to tell us how many grenades are there.
46.
46.
So that's 92 d10s. Should we roll 9
Yeah.
and multiply by 10?
No, just give me a sec. I got the bot.
Oh, right.
I've
Yeah,
got
no, we
those-
can use Google. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting up as well.
Roll 92 d10. It can't do it. It doesn't realise dice. Roll.
I've got one.
I'm
There we
doing.
go.
90 D10, no pluses to it. Oh, okay. 520.
Okay. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Okay, 520. Becky, if you could roll me some dex, please.
If that doesn't kill it, then my
Oh,
sword isn't going to
no.
help. So,
No.
Dex. Now, is it dodge? Because I have a skill for that.
Yeah, dodge. Roll me a dodge.
Okay.
I mean,
Um,
I'm fairly sure the entire infrastructure is going to collapse with that many damage.
Yes, I am. I'm hiding behind the column.
Given
Mhm.
this is the problem with this game. Given that I'm skilled in this, I have a 1 in 3 chance of success. I'm going to use a fate point.
No, you're okay. So you've got your skill, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're prepared. You're ready to do it, so you can have another 10.
Okay.
Okay. What else have you got? You can say you're.
There is cover. that I'm
Yeah.
heading
Okay. You're running
towards.
for cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm going to use a fate point to add another 10 as well. So what's that? 61% chance. Well, it's better than nothing. I'll take it.
Mhm.
I rolled 90.
Okay, but you have moved a certain distance away from the things
I'm
in the
not-
entrance.
I get a reduced amount of 520
You will get a
damage.
reduced amount of.
And I've got an armor of 4.
Right.
Every
Okay.
little helps.
Could be finishing early.
So even if I took quarter damage with my armor of 4, that brings me down to 206.
Yeah. Okay.
Something like
Well,
that.
it's your plan to drop a grenade in a box of grenades.
I didn't know there was 48. Anyway, I need to get
I said
these
there was
more
50
important.
grenades.
It's a box, like a
It's
crate.
more important we kill the warp creature than I survive.
That is true. Anyway, the entrance to the tunnel collapses.
Oh, there's more debris to block the explosion.
That is true. Yeah. That entranceway to the tunnel collapses. Everybody's knocked off their feet, including the tech priest. Even the combat servitors are getting back up again. I've got to do some rolls for them in a second, which is going to be. So that was that one. That was that one. That one. And they've all failed, but he was all right. That's good. Okay, so yes, as the dust fills the room, blocking view and choking masonry dust fills your throats. Becky, you're lying wounded on the floor.
That's a
We're going to
surprise.
say if you don't get medical attention within the next 5 minutes, you're going to die. So it's up to one of you two if you want to help me. Meanwhile, the other team that's just coming for this other door are pulling themselves up, and he says, "My prize! Damn you! Kill them!"
Before dealing with them, I would like to have another science roll to see if the thing is actually dead.
Okay.
Because I don't trust these motherfuckers. So
Okay. Yeah. You can do that.
okay, that's 3 levels of success. That's an 8.
3 levels of success.
Yes.
Okay. What you
No,
can
4,
tell.
because that's plus 10. 4 levels of success. Oh,
Okay.
mwah.
So
Belly
you can
smash.
tell that it is very, very wounded. Probably
Not dead yet.
not dead, but very
Oh my
wounded,
God.
almost on the edge of dying.
Okay, but now the debris are blocking the way to it, right?
It might even be caught under some debris. You don't know.
Assist me here for a second before we go on with the encounter. My psychic bolts, I assume they don't deny coverage, do they? They don't go through barriers.
Psychic bolt. I think you have to see your target, don't you?
I assume. I just wanted to make sure.
I think you have to see your target.
Sorry, I've just realised that 540 damage is going to be short. Sorry to interrupt. I have Hammer of the Emperor, which means all 1s and 2s must be re-rolled.
Oh, I rolled the up. I closed the up.
All 1s and 2s must be beautiful.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's that? Limiting your damage, you mean?
Well, the damage would be higher.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
oh shit!
We
That's
can
fantastic, Becky. Well
safely
done.
assume.
But is that for every type of weapon though? Because Hammer of the Emperor
Yes.
implies it's for melee.
No, I just reroll 1s and 2s on damage dice.
Okay.
Let's do it
Wow.
again. Let's see. Oh, that's a shitload of 1 and 2s. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. I'm not arsing.
It's going to be
Look,
thousands.
how many dice are to be rolled again?
Yeah,
That's
it's going to
too
be
much.
thousands, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say it's about 1,000 damage and call it quits.
I don't think it'll be that. It'll be
No, more like 600.
No, like a
the
700.
700 region. I would guess because it was
I mean-
540, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was 520.
Was how many dice was it? 48.
92.
92.
92. Okay, so that was an average of 5.8 per dice. So it was slightly above an average roll.
Yeah. Hence we're saying
Um,
600.
Yeah. And that is it's going to be. So you're probably talking around 15 re-rolls.
Okay. What's another 15 d10s in?
15 roll 15d10 would come out at around another 100. So yeah, it'll be in the region of 540.
Yeah.
Sorry,
600-ish.
640.
640.
Yeah, roughly.
Okay. Okay. We have brought down the tunnel. A lot of the force has gone into the tunnel walls. Probably the whole chamber is now unstable, to be quite honest. You
But
can't
I'm
see
assuming
anything,
it's alive still narratively rather than we need to do another.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're in the corner of the chamber against the wall. As the dust clouds over everything, you're obscured from view. This guy shouts, "Kill them!" and the servitors move in front of him, form a line in front of him, and his people come up either side of him. His 5 guys. So what do you want to do, you two? Are you so going for Becky first to help her? Or are you going to fight these guys?
I am not much good medically speaking. Since I'm super good at moving through crowds, so I'm tempted to try and take on the tech priests, etc.
Yeah, you can do that because I'm kind of strong on intelligence, so I might try and stabilize her.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Whereas I'm quite weak on that.
So if we can have a initiative roll, please.
Remind us what that is again.
Yeah, I don't recall. I'm sorry.
Initiative is let me see.
It's a D10 plus your bonus value for agility.
Agility.
A bonus on agility. Okay.
Okay.
That's a
D10 plus
10.
agility bonus.
Oh god, it's 4. No.
Oh shit. Yeah, D10. It's 20. D10. Yeah, see, I remember to click off the screen first this time before I. 7. The agility bonus is. Okay, you don't have any 7. Okay, so I've got a 7.
Yeah, I got a 10. Haha.
You've got a 10, so you're going first, and then Jason afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am spending 1 fate point, leaving me at 1 to
Okay.
add a 10 on the intelligence medicine check to stabilize Raja. So it's a 55.
So,
Yeah, it's a fail.
okay, so what we'll say is, as the dust rolls in, you start moving. So you've already fixed where she is across the room, and you move to her. And as the dust envelops you, you start work. And that dust actually is preventing you from actually doing your medicine roll properly. The servitors, Jason, open fire.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
Pew, 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 pew.
They've got an implanted heavy stubber, class heavy. Damage. Okay, and they are. Oh, they have an implanted chain axe as well. They're not that close to you, so they're going to fire first off. Are you going to? So they got 20% because they've got the. Okay, so I'm going to give you some. Okay, so they've got a 34, but they're going to lose 10 because of the dust in the room, 10 because they have only just got, they were shooken up because they got knocked off their feet, they just got back up. So they've actually failed that. So bullets rain around you, with this heavy stubber, and you manage to, they miss you anyway. So.
Yeah. Cute. I'm going to
keep. You've got the same problem with the dust, though.
I know, but also I'm very good at shooting.
Okay, you get a -10 on your roll for the dust.
Yep, that's fine. So I'm going to keep with the shotgun.
Okay.
For obvious reasons. It does have a special of scatter, which I'm not entirely sure how that works.
Okay, you get a bigger area on them.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a shotgun. I just assumed that anyway, so I'll keep with the shotgun. I'm going to aim for the tech priest, but hopefully there's going to be some collateral damage as well with the lackeys.
Okay, so I'm going to have to take another 10 off you then, because he is semi-cover. Let me just check if that is.
Oh, well, if I'd have known that, then I would have aimed at somebody else.
Just let me check the cover. I get a minute.
Yeah.
It might not be in a whole 10. That's on shield. Where is cover? Cover.
Oh, that. Okay.
There we go. Armor glass. Okay, so yes, we can say it's 4 because it's only light cover. Similar to what it would be if it's like armored glass, thin metal, wood planks, AP4. So yeah, you got a 4.
Okay. Very well. Well, all right. If it's just 4, then yeah, I'll aim for it.
Okay.
-10.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So I'm now going to go back to tech.
Well, yeah, -14. I'm going to spend a fate point as well to add +10. So, oh god, maths. So,
skills.
Oh, lovely. Okay, so that is 17 under 46. So is
17.
that 2 degrees of success or 3?
2 degrees success. Okay. If you can roll me some damage.
Serpent Lair.
Doesn't see it coming because it's obscured.
12.
12. Okay, yes, you hear him cry out, and he falls back into the arms of one of the humans with him.
Oh, good. They're all in one place.
Yes, if someone had used all your grenades.
No, Jason and I both took a couple of grenades. So
yeah, we did.
I would have used mine, but Jason
okay. Okay, so it wouldn't quite 46. Wouldn't quite 46 in the box.
No.
No. Sorry. Take 10 damage off.
Specifically off Becky and nothing else. No, I didn't use my frag grenade just now because I assumed I was too close.
No,
I don't want to be caught in a blast radius.
I mean, the middle of the room is 5 meters away from them. So you wouldn't be too bad. But you'd have to do a throw roll.
Yeah, I know. Let me just. Do we have a throw roll? I don't think we do.
There's no throw
you have to do.
skill.
Yeah, you have to do a. You have
There's
to do
an athletics.
an athletics roll for this because I don't think you have charge, defensive action.
But I mean, I've done my action anyway, so.
Yeah, but for next time, yeah, you can just use a athletics or acrobatics, whichever, and then we have to roll for direction if you fail.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's a scatter diagram for that as well. So, okay.
Oh, how fun!
Arse. Should be good, shouldn't it? Okay, so Giorgio, what are you up to?
I'm still trying to stabilize Regia because.
Okay, you can try again if you want, but you know you have a -10 because of the dust in the room.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah, I'm spending my last fate point, so that I just roll the regular intelligence roll.
Do you have any fate points left, Becky?
I've got all of them.
You've got all of them.
No, I've used one apparently, according to my notes. Don't know what I used it on. What did I use it on?
Yeah, it's a regular pass on my part.
It's a regular pass. Okay, so you can stabilize her. She's no longer dying.
Awesome.
Okay.
And currently, you can use one to recover from a wound, right?
You can, as long as it's not critical damage. You can remove 1d5 damage if it's not critical damage. So I'm going to let you do that if you want.
Yeah. I'll immediately, do that as, I don't know, that's not an action, is it? Or is it? I don't know.
No, you can just do it.
Okay.
You do your some sort of like adrenaline injection, Giorgio.
I do the thing which is obligatory in all good movies, and sort of stand up, come to my feet, rush my weapons, and adrenaline hit kind of I'm in a fight, and then I've got a dilemma to think about because I assume it'll be my next turn before I can actually get.
Yeah. So the servitors open up again.
I've just found a bit on grenades. From this, it implies that it would be strength based.
Oh, strength based roll for distance. Oh, okay.
Which I'm not brilliant at, but hey ho.
So that's fantastic. I rolled a 62, 68, and 73. And they've all got a -10 on them. So 72, 78, and 83. So again, they miss you, Jason.
So are you reading SB as strength bonus? Because that is, when using a thrown weapon, I think that implies things like javelins, spears, or grenade.
No, that's to do with the damage. I'm just talking about what I roll in order to actually throw the grenade. And it says propelled by muscle power alone.
Yeah, well, there's logic to it. And athletics is strength based.
Yes, it is. I mean, I haven't got athletics, so.
Oh.
But
you again, Jason.
Yes, I know. I think I'm going to. I mean, I'm gonna keep it safe for now. Not use a frag grenade in case I hit Giorgio or something, and I'm gonna just do another shotgun fire. But try and aim it again at the
I'm still close
priest
to
where he's fallen backwards.
I'm still close to Regia though, so I'm assuming I'm kind of out of the way of the grenades.
She would be behind you probably if you're in the middle.
I ran to the opposite entrance to where they came in.
We are very close to you, so you might as well try and throw a grenade.
Okay, I will throw a frigging grenade if you insist.
Very grenade, you lot.
Yeah, they love them. Okay. Oh, what a surprise! I failed.
Okay, can you roll me?
Well, unless you let go of it on the backwards part of the throw, we're fine.
D10. Roll me a D10.
For fuck's sake. 8.
8.
Yes,
backwards.
Really?
Yes, really. You square like that and let it go on your back.
I am not going to be held responsible for these consequences. I said several times I wasn't going to do it.
I never encouraged you.
But
So
what
I
was
believe I'm
saying?
in my rights.
This is
to
being
be
recorded.
responsible.
Jason, Gaius is in the tunnel opposite the people coming from the other side. So when he's done that, he's thrown it down the tunnel behind him. You're out in the room still, you and Giorgio.
No. Right. If the door opposite is door 1, that's where the monster was.
Yeah.
And now we go clockwise around the room. If they came in at number 4, I went to number 2. I went to the opposite entranceway to where the guys came in.
So they're
Yes,
right in the path of the grenade.
Yeah, I thought that's where you were, guys. I thought that's where you were.
So yeah, we'd all be around the same spot, actually, wouldn't we? Roughly.
Yeah, but you'd be in the room still. You never made it to the tunnel, so you're still in the main room.
Oh,
okay.
Gaius is in the tunnel, so he's found. And if I just present that a second, share screen.
Oh, so he's going to look silhouetted and cool.
Yes, he will look very silhouetted.
Even though I've missed.
So down here,
matters more.
Down here, you can see
page.
2 is forward, 8 is back.
Oh, I see. I thought you were going to show a map.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
So 2 is forward. For some reason, 1 isn't forward.
Oh no, that's right. But the question is how far back, because
it is.
That's in relative to the target.
Yeah, range is 30 meters, I think. Is it? Yeah. No. Sorry, I beg your pardon. It's SB strength bonus times 3. So 6.
Well, the room was described as 10 meters across.
Yeah, so 6 meters.
Right, and you missed by 6 meters.
Realising your mistake, Gaius, can you do me a dodge? To see if you throw yourself to the floor.
Try and do a dodge. Was it agility? Okay. No, I failed miserably.
Yes.
Okay. So
yes.
If you could roll me a frag grenade, 2d10 damage, please.
Yes, I can. That's 4.
4. You hit by 4 points of damage.
So actually, well, where I need to roll whereabouts, don't I? So
you do.
Yep. Oh wait, what? Oh yes, 9. So near my head somehow.
Yes, in the back of your head. You're just going like that. Oh shit! And some debris or a bit of fragment has caught you in the head somewhere. It's just maybe scarred you for 4 damage. It's not too bad, but it's ruined your hairstyle.
Appalling. My hairstyle is the peak of messy.
And we're back at the top again with Becky.
Or bottom, whichever way you want. I'm going to charge into the rubble pile because we need to get to this warp creature before it escapes. Cannot have it escape.
The tunnel's blocked, I'm afraid.
All right. In which case, my first thought is to call in the... what are they called again? The sanctuaries.
Sanctuaries.
I realise I've got to motivate them as well. So I'm going to try and use my command skill.
Command skill?
Relies on my fellowship. I'm commanding a group of men and I want to inspire them using... I'm not going to give you the exact words because I don't have quite the skills my character has. But having never been a drill instructor myself. But I'm gonna, the creature is almost dead, but we've been blocked off from it. You need to move into this location and finish it off. It's absolutely killable by you guys now, and I will. I'm going to use my last fate point because I need all the bonuses I can get to even. Still not even 50% chance.
Okay.
But I don't know if this. I can't think of a situational bonus.
And
it's nearly dead. You just need to finish it off.
Okay, yes. I'll give you 10 for that because it's
okay.
You've given them a reason to go in because I think it's safer than what it could be.
Yeah, and so that means it's a 51% chance, and I failed.
Okay, so the person over the communicator says we'll move in immediately. He's got a very, very nervous, shaky voice. And you don't entirely believe what he's saying.
Call in the biggest support you can.
Yeah.
He's got more guns than you.
Okay. Yes. Is that a whole action or was that half an action doing that? I can't think.
Well, here's the thing. Do I get +10 for using a whole action?
What do you mean? Sorry.
Well, is it a case of if I used the whole action, I'd get an extra +10 on the roll?
Yeah, go on. Why not?
Pass.
You passed. Oh, yes, sir. Immediately. We'll move in. All squads move in.
I'm not sure. I know it was close, but I'm not sure if it was within 10 or not now. Actually, no. I think
that's all right. We can say they believe you, and you hear them shouting, "All squads move in."
What did I roll? I don't know. Okay.
And say yes, we're moving in now.
They might still die. I don't know, but
okay. So, Giorgio, over to you.
I was just thinking if there was some kind of role I can try to start and restrain this creature under the rumble, in order to avoid it to get stronger again and then bite us in the arse in a couple of minutes.
Yes, you do. Trouble is you don't know exactly where it is. You could do me a science roll. Do a science to try and locate it.
Is your telekinesis sufficient to unblock the rubble?
Yeah, I don't assume so. It's strong, not that strong. Let me see.
You're at 1 at the moment, are you? 1 or 2?
I got telekinetic control. Yeah, I got the psi value of 1. So yeah.
But it's all small objects, you see, is what I'm thinking. So it's a question of...
give or take, yes.
Is the limit number of objects, or is it volume, or,
Well, it could be either. It doesn't really matter, does it? It's going to be one or the other.
Well, yeah, but one way, you see, like, if it's...
Okay, so the
first
power...
number of objects, but they're very small now.
Yeah, the first...
You know what I mean? The wall is no longer a wall.
The first power I have, I got to choose object in a range in line of sight with a weight no greater than 2 plus multiplied for PR kilograms. So 2 kilograms per object. I assume the rubble is way heavier than that.
Some is going to be heavier.
Most of it, yeah. Also, a sail helps me take some of these like debris and hurl them maybe at the techno priest.
And you're going to have to stand there and concentrate while you do it as well. So you could be in the line of fire if you're not careful as well. So.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll try and deal with the techno priest first. And I'll do exactly as I say. So try and hurl these pieces of debris towards them.
You can't actually see at the moment because of this dust in the room.
Yeah, fuck.
All you can see is the gunfire from the other side.
Yeah, just hurling rocks at the general direction. So
okay, hurl rocks in the general direction.
The maluses that I get.
Okay. Okay, so if you could roll me a D8 just quickly.
The D8.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 6.
6. Okay. Okay. So yeah, do you want to roll? You want to roll me the throw for this rock you're throwing? Then
Okay,
you pick
do I
up the
get
heaviest one you can.
yeah, just a general one. Do I have to add like subtract any
You
sort
do
of?
because the dust you're subtracting 10.
Okay. Yeah, it's a fail.
Okay, so yes, you hear the stone crack against the side of the room, hitting nobody. I'm
Yeah.
afraid. Right. So the what you call them? Combat servitors fire, and they get a -10 as well. So that's a 50, 73, and they hit somebody, 25.
Uh-oh.
Unless somebody, let me see who's going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll do it that way.
I'll absolutely try and duck back into cover if any come near me.
Okay, Giorgio, you get a sense that you're being targeted. Would you do me a dodge roll, please?
It's gonna go bad. Yeah, it's a fail.
Okay. When you said yeah, I thought you got away with it. Okay.
No, the madness.
The madness. Okay, so you get +4. Oh shit! 11 points of damage as these bullets from the servitor thud into you.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. Do you want to? Have you got any fate points left?
No.
No. Okay. So
I am at -2.
you hear Lothos go down.
Plop.
I'm a little busy.
And it's your go.
Yeah.
Just leave me there.
Am I in range of the demon? Can I take a shot at it?
No, it's the other side of this rubble pile. You can't get to it at all.
Still okay. Okay. God's sake. I think I'm gonna have to do another frag grenade
Okay.
at the servitors.
Okay. We want to know that 9 and a 10 is where your friends are.
9 and a 10. Okay. Are there fumbles or similar in Dark Heresy?
Fumbles, actually. I don't know.
Because I've just rolled a 100.
Oh, that's not good, is it? That is a fumble.
Yeah, there are malfunctions in weapons.
You can re-roll if you use a fate point.
Well, I've spent them all.
Oh.
I only get 2.
Well, roll me direction, please.
Well, hopefully a nice low number because I just rolled 2 10s. A 6.
A 6. So it goes the other side away from them and explodes.
Yep.
If you can give me some damage.
Damage. Oh, hang on. 16.
15. Okay.
16.
16.
Yes.
Okay. So let me see. What should I say there? I'm afraid you're going to catch another 4 points of that.
Okay. Right, let's see where it hits. 46. Oh, that's perfect because that's where my armor is. So
Okay.
4, did you say? So I only lose
Yes.
1. Thank God. Okay.
Okay.
In the torso. Right, that's all my frag grenades. That was pointless. Back to the shotgun, I think.
Becky, what do you want to do?
Charge with my sword.
You're going to charge the servitors with your sword.
Well, the grenades have run out.
Okay.
I would like to charge the main guy, actually, if I can, but if the servitors are what I come across first, then so be it.
The servitors walked in front of him before they started firing to give him cover.
Okay,
To be fair, you can't see much more. You can just see like flashes now when their guns go off. But you run at them screaming. Okay, if you can do me an attack.
Heretics! Can you use the same actions in melee as you do with shooting?
No, you've got a different
Okay,
one.
I need to know the melee actions I can take them.
Change sword, melee, special turn. Change sword you're using, yeah, okay.
Sword, yeah.
Where's my sheet?
It strikes me as the laser's not much use in a dusty environment, so.
So you're using weapon skill, aren't you?
Yep.
What was that to then? I thought there was. That's a chain. Have you got a parry skill? Any stretch?
Parry? Yes, I do.
Okay, that's good.
Parry skill.
You're going to need that. I don't know. I thought it was.
So all the actions grant you some kind of bonus to the hit rate, which
talents.
you need in this system. So,
have you got any talents?
Weapon tech, weapon training, Hammer of the Emperor, Iron Jaw, expert at violence, hate mutants.
Oh, you can put in you can give some bonuses off of that, can't you?
None of them really apply to this.
I thought you. What's your list them again? I thought one of them did.
Well, weapon tech is to do with advanced technology. Weapon training is Laszlo tech. Hammer of the Emperor is a damage dice related thing. Iron Jaw is about overcoming stunning. Expert violence allows me to use fate points to auto hit.
Oh, okay.
But
it doesn't.
Unfortunately, I've used all my fate points on recovering from wounds. Hate mutants, well, they're not mutants, so none of them directly apply. But usually, everything, when you spend a whole turn doing something, you get +10 or +20, +20 actually.
Yeah. So you're going to lose 10. You're going to have to just use weapon skill, I'm afraid. But you're going to lose 10 from the dust. But you're going to get a +20 on surprise.
Okay.
And what should we say? Sort of like a +10 for sort of your fanaticism, charge for a lovely emperor or something.
I need a dice jail because I failed.
You failed. Oh, they didn't get to use their parry then.
No, they don't get to demonstrate their parry skill on me.
So yes, you and they will say they'll fend it off easily. So it's Giorgio next. Giorgio's out.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's them now then. So that one was going to attack you, Becky, and he will use his chainsword. What's his weapon skill? 31. He is in dust. So that is a 67. So he's failed that.
Good, because I rolled with parry and missed that as well.
Okay, yeah, because this dust is really affecting you at the moment. The other two shoot at Jason.
Would you like me to dodge?
Which is a 1 and a 9.
Well, fuck a
please,
duck.
Please dodge.
Yes, dice, please dodge. Oh yeah, that's pass by 3 degrees and a pass by 1 degree.
Okay, so
Thank
as you
God.
leap out of the way, bullets rain down on just where you were just standing. If you'd been a split second slower, then they would have ripped you apart.
Yeah.
Okay, next your go.
It is. So I'm going to use my move and shoot talent. What I'm going to try and do is either kind of do like a tumble roll or maneuver around to the point where I'm basically flanking
Yeah,
with, you know,
Yeah.
with Regia to get a good shot on them. So yeah, I can now perform a shot as a
and
free action.
because the dust, you're possibly unaware that your character, Geist, is possibly unaware that Regia is in close combat with the servitor at the other end of the line from you now as well.
Yeah, but I can still hopefully shoot and get the enemy in the way rather than her.
Yeah.
This is with my pistol. Apparently, I can only do it with my pistol, but I can still do it as a free action. So
Okay.
it only affects damage by a little bit. So, oh, that's more like it. I got a 6. So that
You got a
is
6.
Against 50.
Okay. Okay, so the dust and your speed, it doesn't see you coming. What damage do you do to it?
I do not as much as a shotgun. I still do 8 damage.
8. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I love how you keep exclaiming every single number I tell you. Like,
that's good.
8.
Okay. So that's you. You're the last one, so it's back to Becky again.
Well, I'm going to continue to mince at this machine until I hit.
Okay.
Dramatic and cool.
Same as last time. Your skill plus 10, effectively.
Well, it was plus 20 overall last time, because you gave plus 30 minus 10 for the dust.
Yeah.
In which case, it is a success by quite a few levels. Oh no, 1 off getting a 3rd level. So success by 2 levels.
Okay. It's going to do a parry, which fails because it's a 59.
Okay.
Even with it's plus 10, it
add
still
your
fails.
strength bonus to melee damage?
Yeah, go on.
I'm asking. I'm not asking for special consideration.
No, you're. It's desperate times for you guys. So yeah, go on.
That is 12 damage.
12 damage. Excellent. So that's 12. Okay. Yes, it sort of like takes a few steps back as you hit it. Giorgio is still out, bleeding out on the ground. Everyone's up fighting the things. So the one is going to do a melee combat with its chain axe to you, Becky. 55. So that's another miss because I'm not rolling very well tonight. Christ, 55 plus minuses. One is going to turn and swipe at you with its chain axe.
Okay.
Jason.
Oh.
I will
96. Fucking hell. That's awful.
96, you say? Oh, I got...
I don't think you need to roll.
No, I mean, I technically failed by just 2. But,
yeah, that's an awful one. And the third one, there's a third one in the front line there. We've not even got to the blooming human guards yet.
Wait,
46, no, they've all failed. Fuck, this is shit. I don't know, the time I was going to hit, Jason rolled it away. All the other damage is been done by you lot. To yourselves.
Good, because we can't take very much.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, so it's now Jason's turn.
Yeah, so another shotgun. Another shotgun. Yes, it was because I don't need to move, do I? So it'll be shotgun this time. Again, preferably flanking with Regia.
Okay. I'm going to roll a dice a minute.
So, oh dear, that's very much a fail of 99.
Oh, okay, so you miss. Okay, that's fair enough.
Yes.
Can you give me some sort of, both of you, a general knowledge roll or intelligence roll?
General intelligence roll, I passed.
Failed.
Failed? Passed. Okay, Becky, you hear noises from the ceiling. As if all these explosions in this combat is weakened the structure of the room.
I mean, I suggested that right at the start of this.
And it's your go.
I'm going to sprint back across the room, so disengaging, going through the dust. I'm going to grab Lothos and drag him out the opposite end of the room.
Okay. Okay.
If the ceiling's about to come down, it gets him out of there, and then I can medical attention him.
Right. Okay. So you're both out of the room at the moment. So, Jason, all these things are yours.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, it's cute.
Yeah.
So, seeing what they're doing, I think.
Well, you've got to worry. I just rolled an 87, a 53, and a 71.
I can still ignore crowds for purposes of movement, so I'm happy to do one last shot with my shotgun before I move.
Okay.
Because I should be fine. That's more like it. That is made it by 3 degrees.
3 degrees. Excellent.
I was
Okay.
I was going to say, if you can move through crowds as if they're not there, how about, instead of attacking the servitors, move through them and attack the main guy?
I mean, I couldn't I?
Which leaves the servitors in the room and you out of it as well. Because he's in the open.
Yeah, okay, all right, I'll do that then.
You don't need to make a roll for that? You just do that, do you?
Yeah, so basically moving through the crowd I can do as free movement with one of my special abilities. So not free, sorry. I ignore the crowd, so I treat them as like open terrain. Yeah. Then I've got the move and shoot ability, so the move is the action, but then I can shoot as a free action.
Okay, so yeah, you duck and you dive and you weave between the servitors, and then you notice the 4 humans are standing there as well.
So I take the
humans.
You notice that they are Mechanicus Adepts. What are they? They are holding some. Oh, they got las guns. The 4 of them have got las guns, and you sort of like duck and weave between their the robes, and you come up behind the group. You've just passed through, but because when they arrived, there was 3 servitors, the main guy, and 5 of these adepts. There's now only 4 adepts and the 3 servitors. One of the adepts has taken the tech priest away, injured.
Right. Okay.
But you're now behind them.
I am now behind them. I am going to shoot.
Which you did with 3 levels of success.
I did, yep. Damage, though, is only 7.
Okay, well, one of the adepts, he sort of goes down onto his knees. You've hit him right in the back, sort of point blank range, so he wasn't waiting for that. The others sort of automatically turn when they hear that, of course.
Yeah, and then when it's my turn, I'm going to leg it then after that and follow the others.
Okay. So, Becky, are you doing a med roll?
Yes, let's get this guy back up while the room collapses. I spend the whole turn on it. I think we've established in the past that's a +10. I rolled 02.
02.
Which would be success plus an additional 3 levels.
Okay. So, excuse me. Giorgio. Healing.
Whatever I did to offend my dice is clearly they're forgiven me.
I think I need to borrow your dice. Mine are awful.
Well, in fairness, the first half of tonight I was rolling pretty bad.
Where is the healing thing? So you're going to get some points back, Giorgio. You come around, you're stabilised and regain consciousness.
Okay. How much hit points do I get? How many hit points do I get?
Just go look. So you say 3 levels of success, Becky?
Yeah. Success plus 3 levels.
Oh, that's what I've got.
I don't know if that should be a plus 3 levels of success or if it's a 4th level of success, but I suppose it's 4 successes, isn't it? Or is it success with 3 additional levels?
It's success with 3. I think the first one's at 5, and it's ever 10 points after that.
Wait, what?
So from your target point to the first 5 is 1 success, and then every success.
Oh, that makes the maths harder. Why'd they do that? Another level of success, though.
Lifting. Where the hell is 2?
So 5, 15, 25, 35, 5, 15, 25. Yeah, 4 levels of success beyond the initial success.
That's special damage. Do you want special damage?
Because that's stabilized plus 4 hit points then.
Ah, I've written the wrong number down, I think. Amputated limbs, lost an eye, unconscious. There we go. Oh, right, okay, so just not medical attention, 108. Why is it on 108 now? Okay. Simple modifiers. Okay, so to perform first aid. What does it say once you get back, though? Oh, okay. And if you succeed, to remove an amount of damage. So you move an amount of damage from your patient equal to your intelligence bonus plus 1 additional point of damage per degree of success. So what's your
7 hit points then?
Sorry?
You get 7 hit points back.
10 hit points. There you go then.
No, 7 hit points.
7.
Thank you.
So you can just about operate.
Yeah, 1 more than my half hit points, so that's good.
Let me do the roll I've been doing. Let me just see if it's a 87. Oh dear. Yes, there's a crumbling, there's a crunch, and chunks start falling from the ceiling into the big round chamber. They are going to be sealing you off from the others, Jason, if you don't hurry.
Well, yes, of course.
Unless you want to go the other way, down the tunnel, away from...
No, I want to follow the others.
So you're going to whip back through these guys?
Mm-hmm, yep.
Okay. Dodging the blocks as they fall from the ceiling. Yes, you meet up the others in the other tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
1 block would be a problem, but many blocks is a crowd.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realise what time was. As
Yes.
we need to stop for a drink.
Nope.
I apologise. Yes, you meet up with the others in the other tunnel just as the roof collapses in on the big chamber, cutting you off from both the tech priest gang and the demon host.
We must work our way around and confirm the demon host is dead.
Okay, so I'm going to end it there for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But you work your way around to the other side, to the command post that you made earlier on.
Mm-hmm.
You find broken and burning bodies, steam still rising from the eviscerated corpses. They're lying in all sorts of levels of being ripped apart. There's some on vehicles hanging from walls. There's gobbets of flesh hanging from the ceiling.
It is better they died this way with their honour than us having to purge them afterwards for their exposure.
Well, I was going to say, from what you see, there's only a fraction of the number of forces here that should have been. You see many weapons, more weapons than would be required by the team that's dead, lying on the floor and are just littering the tunnel as towards the exit.
Unfortunately, we will have to exterminate the rest later.
Be right back.
Ran away when they saw what was happening.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll know who they are because we know who was assigned to our task force. So, and they do have to be killed, unfortunately, because of what they've been exposed to.
I don't forget, you got a cruiser coming in as well.
Yeah. Well, that's the time limit to actually kill this host, but clearly the host is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, it was always going to because we did 640 damage. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. I think you're all wounded now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Back from the dead, specifically.
Well, that's what happens when you throw a grenade behind yourself or above you or anywhere but forwards.
I used all my fate points and I'm no longer wounded. Well, if I realised how good I was at medicine, I'd have just wrapped a bloody bandage around myself.
Okay, so you've still got another day before the Tears of Redemption arrives.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, that didn't take an entire day. We've still got a day and a half.
Okay, day and a half. Then.
Don't cheat me of time.
You might want to get some repair done then. In your,
Yeah, maybe.
No, I'm fine. The pursuit is on. They can sort themselves out.
Okay, there you go. Thank you for playing again.
And thank you for having us.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you for running. And
do we get any
Lee Johnson for watching, if you still are?
Lee has played Cthulhu with me in the past.
Ah.
Oh.
Very debonair avatar.
Mm.
Yeah, what is that avatar? It sort of looks familiar.
Very small on my screen, so I can't say, but looks... Is that like the Fonz, but older?
Well, if he watches the rest of this back, we'll have to ask.
Yeah, is that like...
Google Lens does not provide any actual...
Looks like someone count from one of those 60 American sci-fi movies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the first suggestion that comes up if I'm searching the image with Google Image is mygaysugardaddy.com.
Don't click that link.
don't think that's the case, or if it is, it's not an issue. Still, I don't think that's the main source of that image, but yeah.
Google's trying to lead you astray, Giorgio.
Sorry?
Google is trying to lead you astray.
You could be our sugar daddy, Lee. Just by
I will let him know.
End the broadcast with that then. That can bring us to exactly 2 hours.
Okay.
Next week, y'all.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Good night.